That is correct. Stripageddon Las Vegas. I got jammed in. I got stuck on the strip. Guess what they did? They took away my Bellagio shortcuts. They don't let us through there anymore, Uber and Lyft drivers. So I went all the way around the back, Dean Martin, whatever, Frank Sinatra, Sammy Davis, Dean Martin, back way, Hotel Rio, and then down Flamingo to get over here. So, but that's just getting here. Getting out is a whole other story. Part of the strip is never busy anyway, right? Area where they have shut down my short. What is that? That right? I can't tell. Usually I'd be out right there, going across. Boom, I'm here. Back alley back there. But now, nope. They took my shortcut away. So I'm forced to deal with Stripageddon and go down into the mosh pit. Oh, they're honking. That's going to get us there. Oh, wait. We can go the back way to get out. Check this out. I guess they only have it shut down because it's one way only. That's nice. Okay. Hell yeah, we're going out this way. I'm not going out that other way. I think this is the only way they're letting us out. Wait a minute. Let's see if this is as good as I think. They might be forcing us through the Cosmo cut through. Oh, you know what? Actually, the Cosmo cut through would be way better. We're going to do it. Yes, sir. We're not going that way. See, straight ahead is the way I would normally go to come in here. That's the alley. But I'm not doing that because I'm trying to get the heck out of Dodge. So we'll go the Cosmo escape route. Avoid the strip again. This will get us out onto Harmon westbound. Yes. All right, well, you get a tour of the Cosmopolitan rideshare pickup area. Exciting times. Let's go. Because that other thing over there where those other guys were going down the alley, that's going to get them over to, what is it? Sammy Davis Jr. And I don't want to go there because I'm done. It's about 3:20 in the afternoon. Oh. But anyway, I played video poker on a $10 a hand machine, and I was just going to do a quick stab of $40. So 4 hands and out if you don't hit a winner. And first 3 hands I did not hit a winner, so I was down to $10 last hand. And it's one where there's a sequential progressive for $227,000, which of course you're not going to hit unless you are the Rain Man or something. Generic Royal is 8,800, and 4 aces with a kicker is $4 grand, I think. So I decided to give it a shot. It dealt me 4, 5, 6, 8, 9 of clubs. Redraw, 7 of clubs. Boom. Just like that, $500. So we'll take it. Love it. Especially on my last spin. What the heck are they building here, man? It's always something. I don't know what this is. I don't know. Alright, now what? Desert Inn, that's what we're doing. What's this debris here? Yeah, it's crazy. The strip has been crazy. Now I'm using Streamlabs to do the live stream, so I don't know. I'm not familiar with how to do it. I cannot even see your guys' live chat. I don't know how to do the live chat on this thing. I just turned it on, random. I did one test stream. I don't know how to see the chat or anything. There's a little pencil on the screen. Is that how you... Let me see. I don't know if that does anything. Let me see. No. What does this say? Okay. No, that doesn't show me anything about how to get the chat up. So I'll have to mess with it. If anybody watches this after the live stream and you know how to get the live chat comments on the screen in Streamlabs, this is a free version too. I know there's an ultra paid version, but these streaming things are freaking expensive. If you don't have 1,000 subscribers, they don't let you stream for free on YouTube unless you use a third-party service. And so that's what I used to use Streamlabs, but that was like $200 or $250 a year. I forget what it was. It's too much. And to get a discount, I had to pay it all at once, the $250. It's just not worth it. These guys, I can do it. I mean, I think I could do it free on StreamYard also, but the free version, I don't know. They put their logo on there. I don't know. I just decided to not pay the $250 and not mess with it, and try messing around with this thing, the Streamlabs. So we'll see how it goes. Just so I can do a few live streams here and there. There's the old Rio. It's probably going to be RIP one day, right? Somebody will buy it, rebrand it, or do something to it. I don't know what the plan is for it. They were thinking about putting a stadium here, but the stadium's going to be where the Tropicana is now. So, as far as I know. Yeah, so World Series of Poker is coming up. Well, I think it freaking started today, actually. Today might even be the Mystery Bounty Millions, which would be a fun event. I wanted to do that event. I don't want to throw $1,000 down though, when I don't have a big reserve bankroll, a decent reserve bankroll. So, but I'll definitely play. Plan on playing in the Colossus. That's not till June 1st though, I think. So I've got a month until that one. So maybe I'll play in something else. I got to look at the schedule again. I know, like I said, I think there's a $300 buy-in event. So a $300 buy-in event would be sweet. That would be pretty cheap. I'll probably do that if I can research that event a little bit more. I forget the name of it. But the full schedule's up there at WSOP.com. So I'll look at the schedule again. That's probably going to be it. Like I might play that one, and I'll definitely play the Colossus. The Colossus is $400. There's usually like 18,000 people, literally, that enter the Colossus. So there's like 3 or 4 or 5 starting days. So you pick which starting day you want, and then eventually it converges into like a day 2, a day 3, where the whole field merges, probably a day 3 or something like that. And but I think that one has $1 million guaranteed for first, if I'm not mistaken. Slamming the brakes on here. These people are jammed out in the intersection. So yeah, that's a cool one. I played that one before. They give you a lot of chips. I think they give you like 50,000 in starting chips. The blind levels are pretty decent. So you know, if you want to play tight or you want to get an experience and make the time last, to make it as far as you can, just kind of grinding, you can play 6, 8 hours or more if you're playing that style. But if you're really trying to go for it, you know, you want to get some chips accumulated, because once you get to like level 6, level 7, if your stack is not healthy, the blinds start to eat you up at those levels. Level 6, level 7, 8. But that's a good tournament. Like I said, 50,000 in chips. I think the blind levels go up every 40 minutes. So that's also, that's pretty good. You know, of the little local tournaments, they have blind levels of like 15 or 20 minutes. You know, they're like turbos. You know, these little $50, $60, $80 buy-ins. So unless you do at least a $200 buy-in at one of the regular casinos, the blind levels are just too short. That's what's cool about the World Series of Poker. You can get a good tournament structure, big field. So if you run good, you get lucky. You know, if you make it to where you're cashing and you get your stack going, you can have some fun. So, but definitely take some luck. Take some smart play, some luck. You can't play too tight. You can't get too crazy with pocket pairs either, because if you're just putting your whole tournament life on the line with pocket kings or queens or something like that, someone's going to hit a double pair and knock you out. I hear stories from people every year when I'm Ubering people around. Oh my God, I had pocket kings. I had 300 big blinds. He raised me. I raised him. He raised me back. I went all in. I lost my whole stack. You know, he's so stupid. He got double pair on the turn. I'm like, you put in like 400 big blinds on pocket queens. What are you doing? Get rid of that. Wait to flop a set and then get somebody that has pocket aces and destroy them. That's how you do it. Because they're not going to expect you to have that anyway. But I don't know. That's what's cool about poker. There's a million different ways to play it. You can play it tight. You can wait to get lucky. You know, you can play aggressive and dominate the table and just steal chips, build up your stack that way. You can play small ball. You can play, oh my God, you know, a million different ways. So that's what's cool about poker. You don't have to be great. You don't have to be a pro to come down and have fun and play in the World Series of Poker. That's what's good about it. You don't have to be intimidated. You just come down. I mean, unless you don't want to waste $400, but if you just want to have the experience, just do it. Play in the $300 event, play in the $400 event. Plus, you can change your style. You can play tight the first 2 hours. Wait till you see how the people at your table are playing, and then you can figure it out and adjust from there. The way I like to do it is when the blinds are small, I like to play a lot of pots. As long as they're not raised up too much and I'm not too far in early position. Because if you're playing a lot of pots, you know, not with pure trash, but with hands like 6, 7, or, you know, 8, 9, low pocket pairs, pocket 4s, pocket 3s, stuff like that, you can hit the flop, you know, even like hands that are normally crappy just to see the flop, like a king jack, but not so much that. But sometimes only if it's something like where you're going to hit a straight or a set, and then the other guy probably has, you know, and then a king flops, and the other guy has ace king, so he says, well, I got top pair, top kicker, you know, and then he gets overcommitted with his chips, and meanwhile you flop like 2 pair or a boat or a set or something stupid like a straight, you know. But you could do that early on in the tournament because the pot sizes are small. The blinds are small. You have 50,000 in chips. You could play a lot of hands that aren't raised with a lot of hands that are somewhat junky. Even if it's a small raise, you know, I'm playing all my pocket pairs to see if I can hit some sort of a set or a boat on the flop early in the tournament. I'm playing all my suited connectors, as long as it's not like a raise and a re-raise. So, but I'm not doing much raising pre-flop, because I'm not worried about protecting a hand like top pair, you know, in a tournament. Not unless it's later in the tournament. If it's early in the tournament, I'm not looking to commit a bunch of chips with a pair, because there's always somebody who's going to suck out over a pair. They're going to hit 2 pair. They're going to hit a river set. You know, they're going to, you know, and your raise isn't necessarily going to scare them away when they have 50,000 in chips. So what I'm looking to do is like I said, flop the 2 pair that they don't see coming. Like play a 5-6 and a 5-6 king comes, right? And they have ace king, and you got your 5-6, and then you can overbet, you know, and let them call down your 1,000, 2,000 chip bets with their top hand, top kicker, and they're probably not going to raise you too much because they're afraid you have a set or something, but they're not willing to fold it. So those are beautiful situations right there. So that's the type of hand I'm looking for early, the first 3 levels of the tournament. Is hands where I can flop good. They can't put me on the hand because I didn't raise it pre-flop. So, you know, even if I get sometimes like a king-queen suited, don't raise it pre-flop. They're never going to put me on face cards, probably limping in like that without raising it. And then when I hit my flush or when I hit my 2 pair or my set, and there's face cards out there, they're probably going to put me on something else, like a smaller suited connector, a draw, a mid pair like pocket 8s. But when you flop big and you didn't raise it pre-flop, they can't. If you don't raise it pre-flop, you're not protecting your hand correct, but you're also not giving away any information at all. Because I could be limping in with a 4-5 suited, I could be limping in with 2 jacks. It could be either one. And if a jack flops, you know, and they got pocket kings, you think they're going anywhere? Nope. I'm going to get paid off right there. So, and I'm going to be betting big. That's the thing. I hate these pots where you get involved and you have like top pair with second best kicker. You know, you have middle pair with a draw. You have these hands that are iffy, and you have guy betting 500 chips, 600 chips, and I don't want to fold because I got a piece of the flop, but I don't know where I am. I don't know if I'm behind. I don't know if I'm ahead. You know, that's the worst situation because you might just be feeding chips to the pot, and your stack will be draining. So I'm trying to play where I know what my situation is, where I stand in the hand pretty much, and I can look at the board and figure out what the other guy's playing for the most part. So anyway, that's just kind of my thinking coming into the World Series is try to play a lot of cheap pots, get lucky. That's it. Get lucky on the flop, and then not slow play it. Bet big, and just hope they have a piece of it, and hope they don't fold. Build up a stack. And then later in level 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever, in the later levels, start playing a different game where you are raising more pre-flop, because other players are going to need to start getting careful with their stacks. They have the middle stack, right? You hopefully might have built up to like a big stack with 100, 200 big blinds. And they might have like 30 or 40 big blinds. Now they're looking to find a spot to go all in or fold. So that's where you can start raising and stealing chips. You know, totally change your style. If you have one of the top 3 stacks, and the other people, you can tell they're nursing like a 20 or 30 big blind stack. They're going to be playing tight. You can raise them all the time if they're behind you at the table. So, oh my God. Okay. And the Bad Beat jackpot hit over at the Stations Casino. I don't know which one it hit at. I was going to play on a Saturday, and it hit on a Friday, of course, the day before, for $303,000. So if I would have been in any of the poker rooms, I would have collected a big player share. But I mean, like at least 1,000, maybe 12, 1,400. I forget what the share was. But I had lost a double buy-in a few days before, so I didn't want to be throwing around I didn't want to tap into my money that I'm putting aside for the World Series of Poker. So I said, I'll take a couple days off. I'll go make some money on Uber. And then I was going to go back in and play on Saturday, where it would have been, it was going to be a busy night. So I said, it's got a good chance of hitting. It's going to probably hit Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I just thought it would. And I said, well, if it hits Friday, you know, it is what it is. I'm going to play Saturday. That was going to be the day that worked out for me. And it did end up hitting Friday. So that's the way it goes. Now it resets at about 160,000, so it's still not anything that's you know, trashy, but you know, it's more fun to play it where it's at its top level, because the player share is going to be a lot bigger too when it hits. The table share, the player share, the rooms are crowded. There's lots of people in there throwing money around, so it's a lot of action when the jackpot is high. The poker room is full. So. But that thing hit now, so I haven't been in the poker room, you know. But lucky for me, that video poker gave me a little cushion of an extra 500. So throw that in the old in the pool. That should help me be able to play at least 2 events in the World Series. So, well, I'm gonna I'll check the schedule out when I get home. See when because that other tournament, it might be like mid-June. There's one that's like 300, I'm pretty sure, unless it's something weird. Because they have some different types of, you know, all kinds of different events. They got a casino worker event, they got a ladies event, they got seniors event, they got, you know, whatever. They got all these different events, and then they got all the different games. You know, they got Badoogie, whatever, all the different games. I can't even think of all the different Raz. They got all the different games. I would only probably play No Limit or Texas Hold'em or what do you call it? I keep saying Pie Gal, but my brain's messed up and I can't remember right now. What's the other one I was thinking about playing? But I'll take a look at the schedule. Yeah, that was a good way out of the Bellagio. That's it. I'm over here on the west side of town, so I'll try to do another live stream soon. I'll definitely do some videos for the World Series of Poker. As soon as I get over there, you know, if I'm down here again and there's some event going on, I'll go over there and I'll do a quick live stream walkthrough. We'll see what's going on. So since it's already started, it's kicking off. So, and not too hot yet. We're lucky on the weather. It's not blazing hot. It's 90 right now. So we're getting lucky with the cooler temperatures so far, but we know that super hot stuff's coming. The 108, 112, 115 World Series of Poker temperatures are probably coming. That's the only thing. But it's nice it's on the Strip now. It's right there at the Horseshoe in the Paris. It's you don't have to walk through the massive parking lot at the Rio. The huge outside. There's a parking garage there too, but that would fill up sometimes. You'd have to park way out, like a baseball stadium style parking lot. You'd have to walk through that freaking 112-degree parking lot to get into the Rio. It was miserable. So It's right down the strip now. But I don't know. With all this construction, it's going to suck. Because right around the Bellagio and the Paris and the Horseshoe and all that stuff, I don't know what the parking situation is. Because the construction gridlock it causes is atrocious. So get there early. I try to get there 2 hours early, hour and a half early, just to walk around, check it out, have a beer or something. But now I don't even know, man. Maybe I'll park at the Rio parking garage and then connect through from there, I guess. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Well, that's it, guys. I'm gonna go offline right now. It sucks. I don't know how to do the live chat here, so I can't see anything. If there's any live chat, I can't see it. Can't do it. Oh, here it is. Maybe there's a button here. Let me click it. What's this? This is the Reaper, Texas, asking for strippers again. Of course. Yeah. What? Omaha. Yeah, I'll play Omaha. But the Omaha event I was thinking about playing is $600. So if I play in the Colossus for $400, and then I play that other one that's $300, I'm not going to have enough of spendable income probably to play the $600 Omaha. I think that's the cheapest Omaha. If there was a $400 Omaha, I'll look at the schedule. I'll play it. Because the Omaha, man, I played an Omaha event, the $600 one, and the table I had, the players were either they were playing some others, they thought they were playing Hold'em or what, but they were playing so freaking loose, aggressive. They would go all the way to the river with three of a kind. And in Omaha, you just don't do that. That's not a strong hand. And there'd be like, 3 or 4 to a straight and a flush out there, and these guys are freaking going all in, heads up, all the way to the river. And I'm like, Jesus, just give me a freaking hand. Give me a full house. Give me something playable. And I never got a hand. I think the best hand I got was a low full house the entire Omaha tournament. So I eventually got chipped out. I got blinded out from the chips. So, but that is a good event. Because I think a lot of people just jump in. A lot of people that have money. And they're just learning it. And they're like, okay, $600, that's like nothing for me. And then they just buy in, and then they'll figure it out along the way. A lot of people, believe it or not, they play some of the first time they play an event, they'll sit down, they don't even know some of the rules. I've even seen it at the No Limit Hold'em. People are not sure if their flush beats a straight. And I've seen it. It's like, what the hell? I mean, not the main event probably, but maybe. I mean, millionaires play all these events, so. But it's funny. Some people just sit down and they play poker a couple times a year, and they're like, I'm playing just for fun, and that's fine. But you could be sitting there, and people just literally don't know what they're doing. So that could be kind of cool. We'll see what happens. Maybe I gotta hit another $500 on the video poker, and then give it a shot. Play the Omaha event. I don't know when the Omaha event is anyway. I'll find out when I check it out. All right, I gotta get off here. My throat's dry. So I'll be on here again soon. See you guys later.